Want to do a little pregame there?
I don't know. Welcome to the Shark Tank here in the Waterford. Live action from the U15A division regular season. Brought to you by CBSN. Evan Perry at the controls. I'm Scott McKenzie bringing you play-by-play for today's action. Last meeting between these two clubs, Evan, was a barn burner. Ended up in a tie, I believe. Is that how that went?
Yeah, Glace Bay was up early, I think 5 or 6-0. The Sharks were able to claw their way back and end up with the tie.
We're in for a good one here today. Looks like McLeod gets the start for Glace Bay. And number 30, Michael Barron, will tend the pipes for the Waterford Sharks here at the tank. Cadet, Barry, and Peterson start things off. Barry's pass to Perry, just too far for him. Perry turns in his own corner, has two minors all over him. Backhand, the Sharks recover. Through center they come. Drop pass to Godet. Godet takes it left. Center the puck there. That's Perry for the minors. Takes it out of his zone. Good chop down by Ben Peterson. Glace Bay get it back. D to D, out breakout. Good pressure by Barry. Now it's Glace Bay struggling to get out of their own zone. Big Perry keeps that puck deep into Ben Peterson behind the net. Peterson rubbed out by the minors player, number 16. Number 18, rather, that's another Perry. But down low to the Sharks. It's shot wide, a little too wide for Peterson. Very good play at the line to keep that puck in twice. Miners finally do ice it. And that'll travel the length here with 13:43 left to go in the first.
Good aggressive start here for the Sharks early on, Scott. Most of the play down Glace Bay zone.
Not much action yet for Barron. Jackson, number 11 for the Sharks. Jackson, a heavy hit from behind. Referee's arm goes up. And we'll get the first call of the game here, Ev. That'll go against the Sharks for cross-checking.
Yeah, unfortunate to see an offensive zone penalty early in the game. See what the Sharks penalty kill is able to do here.
Glace Bay going with Smeltzer, McNeil, and Scott up front. Brody Hannon, number 9 on the point. There's back to Glace Bay. That's blocked by the Sharks. Down to McNeil. Over to Smeltzer. Smeltzer has a look back to the point. Back to Smeltzer. McVarish takes a run at him. Gets away with Scott now and shot on net. And that is grabbed by Michael Barron. Glace Bay's first good quality chance. Barron there to keep his team even. Face off. Now back to Hannon. Hannon falls but gets the puck to the front of the net. That doesn't get through. Gordon tried to turn and fire. Now that hits Scott for an offside. .133 to go. And the minor to Jackson. Gillis and Borden out there for the Sharks to kill this one off. Sent back to McLeod. Bank pass behind McLeod. Up on the wing now is Dawson Scott for the Miners. One hands it over to Smeltzer. Smeltzer crosses the line. Smeltzer in again. Can't get through that Shark wall though. 1:10 left to go. This Scott turns. This is 17 into the feet of number 8 player of the Sharks. That's Gavin Gillis. As Gillis wheels to the bench and goes for a change. Borden goes with him. Up comes Smeltzer, number 2. Left, right shot. That just goes past the left post. All the way back to Power. He shovels it in. Now Perry has it. Picks it up. Perry grips a high one. Hiscott knocks that down with the glove. Hiscott takes it in. Up steps Perry with a great move. With 26 seconds left, Perry up on the rush. Gets away from number 17. Perry cuts to the middle. Shot. Oh, it's off the left pad and turned to the corner on a great rush by Ben Perry on the penalty kill. Sharks with the pressure here. Here's Perry again. He'll float a high one down and he'll turn and go off. New troops on for the Sharks. All even now, 5-on-5. Xavier Poirier. 11:20 to go. Backhand over to McVarish. He'll rim that. Brooks pinches up. Now Gaudette takes the free puck. Wheels and deals behind his own zone. There goes Jasper Gaudette. Bumped by number 24 of the Miners, who gets the worst of that one. Gaudette rather. Eludes one defender. You get Gaudette down low. Centered puck to Peterson, who couldn't get a good stick on that one. Down low to Barry. Quick pass out front, no one there. Peterson goes for the hit, misses that one. Back comes Crooks. Over the line. Beats McVarish down low. Centering puck. Oh, it's just a good save. And a big hit from behind now by the Miners. Bodies are flying here. 10:23 left to go at the Shark Tank in New Waterford.
No surprise there, Scott. We know this is going to be a physical one today, I think.
Miners back to the power play. They have 2 shots on goal. Miners, they do. Sharks have 1. There comes McVarish. Just mishandles that one. Bennett is in there to shove McVarish, who stays with the puck right now. In comes Perry, Glace Bay. McVarish happy to pin that puck on the wall down low to the right of McLeod. 18 Perry for the Miners. steps away with it. Up through the neutral zone. Jackson upended him. Glace Bay Miners will have to turn. That's Hannon. Jackson right in the way of him, off his skates. Trickles down to the line. It's inside the Shark territory. That's number 6, Junior McNeil. Junior McNeil looking for some help out front. There's a wraparound off the pads of the goaltender. Barron. Glace Bay float along with him. McPherris turns. 54 seconds left. McPherris up to Gavin Gillis. Just misses him. Miners chip it out. Jackson tries to rub out Perry, but Perry keeps going. Little shifty move there. They get in. Oh, it's a big save off the glove. But the Miners do tuck it in. Must have been a loose puck there. They pounced all over that one. 1-0 Glace Bay.
Yeah, quick goal into the pad of the goalie there. Was able to shovel it in. Looks like Slay up by 1.
Sharks will come back with Jackson, Gillis, and Borden up front. Harrington on D. With Bryden Hogan to round out the lineup on right D. Fowler picks it up behind his own zone. Chips it up to Matty McNeil, the Glace Bay Miners. Power will try the other side. It's over to Dawson Scott. That's just in his reach. Collision at the line here knocks Hogan down. Harrington picks that up. Rips it off the boards. Sharks on the forecheck right now. That's Borden. Scott knocks it down. Up the middle comes number 2. That's Smelter. Good back check by Gillis. Backhands the puck off the boards. That gets by Jackson. Well, he just thought about stepping up. That's a good stick there by Hogan. Nice play. Here's Borden. Oh, gives it away to McNeil, who will thought about shooting, but Harrington was there. McNeil down low. In comes Jackson. Tries to pressure him. Josh Scott reaches for it. Rubs out Gillis. Glace Bay looking for a shot on that now. It's Smelter. Turns out front. That just skates through the crease here. Scott will reverse. Down low to Hogan. Hogan hard rim. That gets by, just about gets by Hiscott, but there's Gillis. Sharks at the end of a long shift. They'll just dump it down. Glace Bay will regroup now. Out of their zone comes number 17. Backhands it up to number 4. Power. Seventeen is Fowler for the Miners. He'll chip it back down there to Ben Perry. Perry patiently waiting. That's Cadet has his stick lifted by Crooks. Linesman calls off icing there. Big hit by Cadet as the referee's arm goes up and backs come the Miners. There's Crooks in alone. No, good save by the goalie. Referee signals a boarding call. That'll be Cadet. That penalty comes at 6:27 of the first. Miners back to the power play. They win it. Can't get through the Shark territory. That's Hannon. The float one on net. That just gets by. Brooks steps up. Number 11. That's deflected by Duncan McKinnon. He had a couple chances there. That's kicked away by the goaltender, Michael Barron. Glace Bay check up. Back to Perry. He'll rip one down the ice. Minute and 30 left to go in the minor to Cadet. Hard rim over for Crooks. A little hot for him to handle. Now goes McKinnon, number 14. Backhand pass. Give and go. Back to McKinnon. Has Duncan McKinnon with him on the right side. McKinnon down low. Good play by Xavier Power. Center. That just goes wide. McKinnon tries the other side. It's number 10 over to number 9. Who fans on it? McKinnon will shoot that one on net. The defense of the Sharks are there. They get the puck out of the zone. Hannon will fire that back in. Xavier Power now. Checks the clock out. 40 seconds. Back to Perry. Glace Bay trying to get something going here on the power play. First to it is Cooper Berry. He'll give it back to the Miners. Number 18, Perry, far side. That's blocked. Peterson rubs out his man. There's McVarish, the captain, scoops it up, and that just goes out of play. There's 4:35 left here in the first period.
Take a look at that penalty again there, Scott. Get that behind the net. Plays the man, but he's facing him there, putting him in the boards. Referee called that.
Islanders doing a good job here. Killing off another one. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Junior McNeil into the skate to Jamison Borden. McNeil, he'll step up. Gets tripped, no call. Ferris may have got away with that one, but it is Bennett at the point. Shot on net. That just whistles over the goaltender Barron. Good play at the line by the Miners. D to D. Now Bennett has it. He'll flip it behind Barron. McVarish there first. This is Perry. He'll stop and turn, sends it down low. McVarish there. Chips it over to Gillis. Gillis up to Jamison Borden. Has help with him. .3:25 left to go in the first period. U15A action here. Junior McNeil driving towards the net. Gets behind McVarish. Does get a shot off. That's steered away by Barron. Glace Bay with some pressure now. Miners down low. That's Perry, number 18. Has help with him. Two Sharks all over him. Perry dangles, comes out front now. Perry weak backhand, still a shot on net. Oh, and it's a good save by Barron as he shuts the door. Smeltzer's line against Cadet's line now. Smeltzer, Scott, and McNeil. Back to Hannon. He'll rip it off the glass down low. Out to Smeltzer, one-timer. That's turned away by Michael Barron. It's up to Cadet now. Has Barry with him. 2-on-1. That's just out of the reach of Barry. Goaltender takes a swipe at that one. Oh, dangerous play. That's off the pad of the goaltender, McLeod. Cadet out-muscles his man, but there's Smeltzer to pick it up. 3-on-2 for Glace Bay. Smeltzer cuts into the middle. That's chopped away by the stick of number 15. And back comes Cooper Berry. He'll backhand that in the corner. And now we have a slashing call.
One's going to be against Glace Bay, Scott.
That's Dawson Scott, 16 of the minors. He'll be penalized for 2 minutes. Sharks to the power play. Perry, that ripped that one wide. Hogan can't keep the puck in. Cross the center ice line. Over to Perry. Perry assesses the situation. Perry gets bumped, and that just goes offside. Sharks will have to start again. 1:46 to go. Cadet, Barry, and Peterson. Cadet chops it forward. Miners, Fowler there first. He gets a stick on that. Glace Bay relieve the pressure as Smelcher shoots that puck down the ice as he goes for a change. Perry, nice play to get away from Glace Bay forward. Here comes Perry. Pass to Cadet, that's a little too far for him. That'll travel the length of the ice. Back comes Fowler. Hard rim over to McNeil. Perry all over him. Good work by Perry and Cadet as they end up getting the shot on net, but McLeod grabs that one with the glove. Face off now to the right of McLeod. Minute and 8 left in the penalty to Dawson Scott. Jackson falls on the draw and loses it to number 14 of the Bay. That's McKinnon. In against Power. That goes all the way around to Crooks. But it's Duncan McKinnon in there first. Gets away from Colton McVarish. Jackson up to Gillis. One touched up to Borden. Here's Borden, ends up with it. Number 7 Borden driving wide. Borden centers the puck. Jackson not there. In cups. Steps up McVarish. Good heads up play by McKinnon. Referee arm is up again. And we'll have another call. .25 seconds left here in the penalty to Glace Bay. 32 seconds left on the clock. That'll be 11, Jackson. He'll serve the infraction.
Looks like they grabbed the captain instead, Scott.
Yeah, that's Colton McVarish. 13, captain of the Sharks. Referees have figured it out now. Face-off won by the Miners. Quick shot on net, that's deflected up high. Power hustling to the corner. He's first in there.
Actually, we're looking at two double Miners, Scott, up on the board right now.
It is 4-on-4 hockey here.
Not sure. I think it's just the one penalty.
Just at the buzzer, Glace Bay's penalty will expire. Scott steps out of the box. 1-goal game here. Miners up by 1. And penalties off the board now. Quick recap of the first. Sharks have yet to solve McLeod, the goaltender for the Miners. McVarish ends up with 4 minutes in the box double minor. 3:29 left in that penalty. So lots of time for Glace Bay to make something happen here.
Not sure what that penalty was for. I didn't see the infraction by Parrish.
We're back here on CBSN. The start of the second period. That's flipped up. Hit off the feet of number 12, Hiscock. Hiscock back to retrieve. Cadet forcing him. Out comes Fowler. Long pass up to number 18, Perry. Stops on, has a shot. That's turned aside twice by the goaltender, Barron. And kicked aside by the right pad. Here's Fowler again. Fans on it. Doesn't get that one at the net. Now it does. And down comes the hand of the blocker to trap that one. Barron holds on with 14:25 left to go, second period. Three saves by Barron. Glace Bay does win it. Fowler fans again. That's picked off. It has Barry way up. It's Cadet. Gives it to Barry. Onside, just in his feet. And turning back the other way is Hiscott. Over the line. Has Perry with him. That's too far for Perry. It's New Waterford. Shark Perry. Number 10. Rubs Perry out from Glace Bay. Battle of the Perrys. Perry won the battle. Good play. Out to Cadet. That was Barry. Now it's Cormier. He'll rip it down the ice. Right on net. And that's steered aside by the goaltender McLeod. Fowler slaps the puck off the boards here. Murray has trouble with handling that one. Cadet steps up at the line. Shot. Hard drive off the shin pad of Fowler, who feels that one. Back comes Perry, right side, left side. Shot, quick glove save by Barron. He turns that one aside. Glace Bay, good chance. Cadet can't get the puck out over the line. Here's number 6, Junior McNeil. Down low. Now the Sharks will rip it down. 1:35 left to go in the penalty to McVarish. Fowler way up the ice. Hard pass. There's Scott, picks it up. Backing in, a good poke check by Bryden Hogan, number 15. Hiscott will rim it over to Dawson Scott. A little too hot for him. Sharks, Hogan hammers that down behind the goaltender McLeod. Hiscott has a look. Has Smeltzer on the right side. Smeltzer into the middle. Now that's into the skates of Fowler. Good work by the Sharks, number 8, number Gillis. It's Gillis, rather. Number 8. Shot on net. It's wide open for the Miners, who Smeltzer just took a little bit of time. He tried to handle that one. Smeltzer still has it. Good play by Hogan. Puck does not get through. Chipped out. Hiscott keeps it in. Soft pass over to Fowler. He gets that one through. It's Smeltzer first on the puck. Chopped away by the Sharks. There's Gillis. He will finally get it out over the line. Dumped back in. Redirected by Barron into the corner. Now it's Bryden Hogan picking it up for the Sharks. And turns at the line. Lays it in there for Hogan again. Hogan steps up. Eludes his man. Gives it back to Gillis. Gillis will smartly backhand the puck into the Glace Bay zone. McVarish goes to the bench. All even now. Dawson Scott up to Duncan McKinnon, who's on the fly. Here's McKinnon. Right, left, shot, fans on the puck right there. Now it's Jackson the other way. Tries to get hit by two guys. He just avoids a collision there. Peterson, backhand up to Bennett of the Miners. Both teams going back and forth right now. It's Hogan. Backhanded pass off to Peterson, just out of his reach. As Hannon and Peterson mix it up. There's McKinnon down there first. All over two Sharks. McKinnon battling Hogan. Hogan tries to get it out. Hannon flips it down in Shark territory. That's chipped up to Peterson. He one-hands that up. Brody Hannon banks it off the boards to Lucas McDonald. Evas McDonald. It's now number 6, Brody Lever. And quick shot on net from the point by the Miners. And Michael Barron will scoop that up.
Sharks really haven't had any offense yet in this game. They really got to get something going. They got to stay in the box, get the puck deep in Glace Bay, and get it on net.
Glace Bay with the edge right now. Small lead. Oh! And a big save by Hannon as he flashes leather. Takes away a good scoring opportunity for the Miners to go up by 2. Barry in there to draw against Cadet. Cadet goes forward and comes away with it. As Barry with him, Cadet stick handling through Barry's legs. Down low goes Cadet, centering puck there to Barry. Back come the Miners. That's Crooks. Cadet chasing him. Junior McNeil will play it up the boards. Good pinch there by McNeil to retrieve the puck, but it's Barry coming the other way for the Sharks. Checks up at the top of the line. Jamison Borden whacks at that. Number 4, the Miners will pick it up. Reverse down low behind McLeod. Breakout is spoiled by Barry. Now Glace Bay's Junior McNeil will try and get out over the zone. Out they come. They have some numbers here. There's 3 Sharks. This is Perry leading the rush. Tried to go through the middle, but nobody home. McVarish, he'll come up to center ice now. Stick handling over the line, has Barry with him. McVarish delay. Down there, here comes Perry, tries to move McVarish. McVarish pinning the puck down on the wall, all alone. Crooks, back to McNeil. McNeil up through his own zone. Murray turns on the boards, waiting for the pass. McNeil still with it, over center, he comes. Chops it down behind goaltender Barron. That chip pass up to Borden. Now the Miners move up. Laid offside. It's the Miners' turn. The little floater up to Murray. Murray sat down by McVarish. Murray with his head down. No harm done there to Murray as he goes to the bench. Sharks turn it up the other way. Barry up to Gaudette. Gaudette may have a step. He's driving wide. Shot off the pads of McLeod. Good attempt there by Gaudette to get the equalizer. Matty McNeil flips it in behind Michael Barron, the goaltender for the Sharks. Scott sees Bennett at the point. Bennett will rip and fire. That's off the glove of Barron. Turn to the corner. In there to battle is Xavier Power. Smeltzer reverses down to McNeil, but Power's there first. Shoulder check there by Perry. Peterson just gets in the way of that one. Now it's Gillis. 2 Sharks come out right now. Has Gaudette. Here's Gillis. Fires it on that. That just goes through the crease. Scott falls as he was looking to hit Gaudette. Up comes McNeil. Power was up there to pressure him. Glace Bay go for a change. Gillis was way up there for a second, but they do recover. It's number 17, Fowler of the Miners. Stops, gets away from Gillis. Centering puck to Gaudette. Oh, nice move from Gaudette, and he will score! Jasper Gaudette evens his game up here at the Shark Tank.
Cadet intercepts a pass at center ice. Be able to get around the defender right in the slot. Goaltender got no chance on that.
Sharks' first goal comes at 6:46 of the second. Now, right off the face-off, it's McKinnon for the Miners. Working against Perry, centering puck there. And Barron had to slide out and be careful with that one. Glace Bay comes back with a hard shift here. Perry checks up ice, has Gillis way up there. Perry, pressure from McKinnon, knocks his stick out of his hands. McKinnon in on the forecheck, tries to center it. Gavin Gillis, the winger, was back there though. McKinnon D to D up to Bennett. That's in the skates of Duncan McKinnon. Jackson there trying to get the puck out. Cannot. Now it's chipped over to Fowler. Fowler with pressure from Peterson. Cormier knocks the puck down. Delayed offside. Perry will turn, protect that puck. Perry looking up ice. McKinnon thought about pressuring Perry. Back and forth action here. 1-1 game here at the Shark Tank. Glace Bay does come back with it. That's 12 Hiscott. Going down power side. Centering puck there, nobody there. Ben Perry assesses the situation, lays it up for Peterson. That will travel through the crease, and the linesman will blow that one down. Both teams will change. Got some new troops out here, 5:17 to go. Both teams now playing a little more reserved through the neutral zone, Ev, since that last goal.
Yeah, 12 goals in the last game. These teams faced off. Only 2 so far. Over halfway through this one. Definitely a different dynamic in this game.
Bennett backhand over to Hannon. Hannon saw Gaudette coming, and he thought that was a good idea to get that puck deep. Gordon looks, turns. Fans on the backhand up to Gaudette. But Gaudette does pick it up as Jackson, that's Cooper Berry rather. Jackson checks up. That's Gaudette rather. Checks up in the line. Hard shot. Oh, quick glove by McLeod. He keeps this one close. It's a bit of a tongue twister there. We have Jackson and Jasper Gaudette. We'll figure it out. In to face off against Perry was Gaudette. Gaudette the long reach, but it's picked up by Junior. Oh, look at this, over to Perry. And Barron slides over, wide open net. Glace Bay still trying to attack. Waterford get away with that one. Nice setup from Boomer McClure. It's picked off now by Gaudette as he's on a breakaway. Gaudette in, back and forth. Oh, he scores! On the backhand.
Gaudette picks up the puck. He's all alone. Defenseman can't get back in time, and he's able to take his time, make a move on the goalie. Goes on the backhand, lifts it up over him. And that puts the Shark up by 1.
We're back to action now. 4:15 to play here in the second period at the Shark Tank. Sharks up by a score of 2-1 over the Glace Bay Miners. And it's Gaudette coming back again. Working in 1-on-2. Now delay, waiting for troops. Down low to Barry. Barry Deeks. Can't get through Glace Bay's wall. Good play to come back. It's big, and a big hit by McVarish. Referee's arm goes up.
Don't think the referee liked the angle of that hit. maybe a little bit of a knee on knee there, Scott. I'm not too sure, but he's going to send McVarish back into the box again.
That's the Sharks, McVarish. And that'll be Dawson Scott for Glace Bay. They'll both sit for a couple minutes to think about what happened. Four-on-four hockey here. There we go, 5-on-5. Duncan McKinnon steps on the ice, play left wing. McKinnon set. Perry gives McNeil a cross check. Perry tries to rip that in. That's blocked down by the defense of Glace Bay. Perry steps up and a big hit by Perry as he mows his man over. Glace Bay coming back. It's stopped by Cadet, who checked up for Perry, who delivered the thunderous hit earlier. Now Cadet on the horse. Stops Crook watching him. That's McNeil. Cadet gets away from McNeil. Down low. Oh, it's a good play. Borden and Barry out there. Perry. Shot over to the stick of the Glace Bay player. Scramble here at center ice. Michael Smeltzer will fire that behind Michael Barron, the goaltender for the Sharks. Now turning is Jamison Borden. Tries to whack at that, gets it to Cadet. He'll float that one down the ice. Crooks first there. Turnover at the Glace Bay, the Shark line here rather. 2:30 left to play in the second. McKinnon tries to go the other way. Now there's pressure all over him. That's Hunter Jackson. Borden looking for the point. Just lays it down low. That just gets out over Xavier Power's stick. Good hustle by McKinnon from Glace Bay. Put some pressure on Perry. Perry tied up. Shot off the side of the net. Not on target. We do have a whistle. And I think the net has dislodged itself. Good play by the Miners there to work 2-on-1 against Perry. Miners player picked Perry, took him out of the picture.
I thought maybe Perry could have skated a little quicker to that puck, maybe.
Face-off resumes here. That's into the legs of the Shark player. Chipped away by Peterson, muscling against Fowler. Gavin Gillis out there now. Peterson chops at that, gets it low. Glace Bay will rip that out down the length of the ice, and we'll go back for a face-off at 1:39.
The Sharks have responded here late in the second with a little bit more offense. Cadet able to hit back of the net twice. Put the Sharks up here, Scott, after Glace Bay really controlling the offense in most of this game.
Tight game here. As we resume action, it's Perry from Glace Bay. He's angled wide all the way around the net. No threat there. In comes Ben Peterson. Peterson out-muscled by Fowler and Perry. Peterson back in there to dig it up. Chopped up by 5. Harrington maybe. Gillis just gets away from Hiscott. Oh, good play at the line here. Now comes Glace Bay back on the 2-on-1. Has Junior McNeil driving to the net. Perry shot and a big save by Michael Barron as that one ends up in the glove.
Slap shot from pretty close in there, Scott. Had some velocity, but not the accuracy I think that he wanted. Put it right into the goaltender.
Good drive to the net by number 6, Junior McNeil for the decoy. But the goalie had the shooter all the way. Just under a minute to play here in the second period. Sharks player jumped a little too early and Cadet will be thrown out. Perry, Murray, and McNeil. Over to Junior McNeil. McNeil tried to center it. That goes out off the exterior of the net. Fowler will just rip it back into Shark territory. Cadet now will send the puck the length of the ice. And that will come back as well. For icing. Still a one-goal affair here. In the Waterford, you're watching live coverage of the U15A regular season matchup between the Glace Bay Miners against the Waterford Sharks. Of course, brought to you live on CBSN, and back comes Cadet. Cadet has Borden over in front. Here's Cadet. Oh, good play by the Miners player who takes the stick off the mask, it looked like. 5 seconds. Dawson Scott up the boards, chips it up by Hogan. Scott first says slap shot just off the outside of the net. And we will go to the third with the Sharks up by a score of 2-1. Great efforts by Scott down the wing to try and sneak one past Michael Barron, who's been solid for the Sharks today, as has been McLeod for the Miners.
50 years ago.
We'll be back.
Johnny McMaster's place.
here, Evan Perry with Scott McKenzie on our inaugural Coach's Corner, that we're going to do a little intermission show. We got our CBSM microphone here.
We do.
And yeah, we'll start with your thoughts on the game so far today, Scott. You know, the last game, neither of us, unfortunately, were able to see that game, but it was a 6-6 tie here. Here we got a 2-1 game going into the third period, so obviously different scenario. In that first game, the Sharks battle back from a big deficit, able to come back and tie it. Here going into the third with a lead. So you never know, I guess, what you can expect in this league with these teams. Pretty evenly matched so far, would you say?
It has. It's been back and forth, Ev. The Sharks ran into some penalty trouble there early on there, but they escaped with the still with the 1-goal cushion. But Glace Bay shows no quit here, and they weren't able to bury one late in the game, but they're pressing and they're hungry.
And of course, you played quite a bit of games yourself in this arena back in the day. I think 2 seasons of Junior B with the Cape Breton Alpines.
That is correct. Yeah, there's a lot of memories here in this barn. A lot of great memories. The fans, this place used to be packed, and it's nice to see a good turnout here to cheer on the Sharks. And look forward to a lot more good times here at the Shark Tank in the Waterford.
Yeah, sometimes the crowds got a little out of hand. Some of those old videos that we saw in the last couple of days, bit of a ruckus, not just on the ice, but off the ice too. Maybe we'll dig up some of that old footage for our CBSM viewers at some point. But yeah, it's great that this facility is still going. You know, she's starting to show her age for sure. But
it's a passionate hockey town, Ev. Every time you come to the rink here, it's nice to lace them up there and nice to watch the kids. And we're just about here to get her going. What do you think, Ev? What do you think on the thoughts of the goaltenders for this game today?
Yeah, so no Waterford. I mean, both goaltenders have been pretty sharp so far. But particularly for New Waterford, facing way more shots on the board there, if that's accurate. 22 shots against, 22 shots for, I should say. Glace Bay only 9 shots for New Waterford. So huge shot edge there as Glace Bay really offensively controlled the early part of the game. New Waterford found itself in a lot of penalty trouble early, and able to turn it around though through the second, get that with the two breakaway goals there. He was able to get in all alone, and of course he's probably the most deadly in terms of offensive capability for the Sharks with his quick shot. If he's able to get in there, it's usually lights out for any goaltender. So. Yeah, it's going to be a good third period, I think. Glace Bay is still flying out there. Scott, Perry on Glace Bay, they've been all around the net. They've had some chances, but for the most part, New Waterford's goaltender able to shut the door on most chances that they've had.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Evan. The Waterford goaltender, he's just been solid all day today, and he's also had quite a bit of help from the defense. There's been lots of shots that haven't been able to get to him. On the count of some good block there by the defensive and Waterford Sharks.
Yeah, and we should mention to folks too. This is the first of our doubleheader today. We're going to be live again at number 2 for some U13 AAA action. That's at 7 p.m. So folks might want to tune into that as well.
Yeah, we'll be back here in a couple more hours. Broadcast live on CBSN, U13 AAA action, of course. And we'll bring back the second installment of Coach's Corner. So tune into that one as well.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up here. The Zamboni's almost finished. We'll go back to a little commercial timeout, and we'll be back with the action soon. You're watching live on
CBSN. The doors are locked up. The Sharks are on the ice. Miners are ready to do battle. Start the third here. 2-1 game. "15 minutes on the clock. And here we go." Miners win it. That's Hannon. Crosses the line. Cadet chasing him. Power checks up, leaves it for Cadet. One hands it up to Peterson. Just touches that. Cadet overskates it. Now Smeltzer in. Barry. No trouble with Smeltzer as he runs into his man. Puck comes to the opposite corner. Does not get out. Hannon walks in, takes a step. Shot high over the glass. Number 2, Smeltzer. Line pass over to Peterson. Chips it. That does get out. It's in the skates of Cadet. Cadet still has it. Here's Barry out in front. Cadet over, loses it. Oh, good play by McLeod, who sticks that away with the big mallet. Now, behind McLeod is Peterson, who swiped at that. Missed it. Barry turns it down low for Peterson. Peterson gives his man a hit. Barry rubs out number 3, McNeil. Hard pass over to Scott. Now Perry sees an opportunity, jumps on this, down the right side, tries to cut to the middle. That's just out of his reach. Settling down now is Xavier Power. Off the pads of McNeil. Glace Bay do get it out, and Scott will go by Cadet. 3 Sharks back, 4 Sharks back, and Power steps up and sends Scott to the ice. And a big hit there. Sharks up by 1. Peterson to Barry. Barry will dump it in. Sharks change. Now Perry, 18, picks it up behind his own zone. Perry up to center ice. Junior McNeil, couple dangles. He'll decide to lay it down in Harrington's corner. Harrington quick over to Jackson. Battle on the wall there. Oh, comes Perry. A little too far for Murray as Borden all over him. Down low to Perry. Miners looking to penetrate the middle here. They can't. Sharks keeping everything on the perimeter. Here's McNeil. That's a dangerous one. That just squeaks through the crease. Stepping up is number 4 for the Miners. Gavin Gillis tried to shovel that one up off the glass. Finally, the Sharks will clear the puck. And that will slowly travel the length of the ice. And we are coming back for icing. 12 minutes even to go here at the Shark Tank in the Waterford. U15A action. Good matchup here between the Miners and Sharks. Miners McKinnon wins it cleanly back to Crooks. Crooks will throw one on net. That does get through. Steered aside off the right pad from Barron. Delayed offside now. McVarish staying still now. McVarish right up the middle. Dangerous to Lucas McDonald. Now McVarish back. They'll play a high one up off the glass and over the glass. And we'll have a stoppage in play. Miners looking to equalize early. Sharks player gets readjusted, and that'll be Barry. To come in now, McVarish will come in and take the face-off. McVarish loses. Now back to Hiscott, who fumbles that puck. It's into the skates of a Cadet down the left side. Leaves it over for Barry. Oh, back in to Cadet. But the Miners are there. Out they come with 4. Drop pass to McKinnon, who goes wide. He's angled off the play. Now it's Gaudette up to Barry. He tries to leave it for Gaudette. Ferris steps up, rubs out his man. That's number 14, McKinnon. Glace Bay setting up now. That hits a Shark player at the line. Duncan McKinnon, number 10 of the Miners, picks it up. Hard pass up to number 14, McKinnon of the Miners. Back to McKinnon in the slot shot, and a good save by Michael Barron on the shot from Duncan McKinnon as he tested him here at 10:38 in the third. Another good save by number 30. Glace Bay win it again. Back to Hiscott. Power steers that aside. Sharks trying to get it out. Now they don't. The forecheck of Glace Bay is too heavy right now. It's McNeil and Smeltzer. In comes Dawson Scott. But back comes Gaudette. Can't get around Fowler. Good play at the line by Fowler. Or else Gaudette was in. Home free. Turn at the line. Scott gets that puck knocked away from him. Peterson off the skate of Smeltzer. Back to Hiscott. Big hit. It's Gaudette and Hiscott make contact. Right to Penn Perry. Smeltzer all over him. Perry wheeling down the right side. Perry turns, has a look. Gaudette back there to cover for Perry. Puck centered. A little bit of action in front of McLeod. Gaudette steps over. Perry down low. Miss. Oh, there's Peterson off the blocker. Gaudette can't bury it. Power just loses the handle on that one, and the Sharks have to retreat. Good shift by the Sharks. 9-10 left to go in the third. That's off Power's stick. Power takes a hit from Perry. Murray saw Peterson coming and had to get his head up. Power over to Perry. Too far for him. Hits Power's feet. Now the Sharks do get out. Perry will shoot a high one. Barry there first though. Barry and Hannon collide into the glass. Now Junior McNeil stops behind the goaltender McLeod. That's picked away by Jackson. Ended up on the stick of Jamison Borden. Now Murray comes away. Gillis had him lined up. Barry on the forecheck right now for the Miners. He'll lay it down there for, tried to lay it down there for Junior McNeil. Hannon calling for it at the point. Here's Perry down low. Shot, that just goes wide. It's 15. Bryden Hogan and Jackson working together down low. McNeil with some wheels here. Behind the goal. Centers. That just goes off the skate of the goaltender. Barron, rather. Borden perfectly positioned. Ends up with it. He'll just chip it down the ice in front of McLeod. And the referee will blow the whistle with 7:27 left to go in the third period.
Some chances on both ends in this period, Scott, as both teams staying aggressive. Sharks maybe a little bit more physical.
Oh, and that's a big hit by McVarish. He was looking all game. He sits number 5 down. But we're back to action here. Crooks tried to get that one on net. Crooks does end up with it again. That just jumps over his stick. Up to Gillis, into the feet of Crooks. They're playing with it back and forth. Borden Nice tic-tac-toe from Jackson and Gillis. In behind McLeod. Borden in there first. Borden trying to get away from number 4. In comes Jackson to help. It's back to the point. McVarish. He'll float one in on net on McLeod, and he's out to stuff that one to the corner. Brooks turns. Rims it over to number 5. McVarish had him in his sights. Now, McKinnon down with, oh, they just call out an offside as it crosses the line. Duncan McKinnon was crashing to the net hard.
McVarish on that check sends Glace Bay player flying. As I mentioned, the Sharks playing a much more physical game than the Miners. One of the more physical teams in the league, Scott.
There's good out front shoots, and that's smothered up by the goaltender McLeod. Face-offs and puck possession are critical here, Ev. 6 minutes to go, 6:20 to go here in the third. Glace Bay vying for possession. Now it's Peterson who whacks at it. Miners do get it out. McVarish giveaway to Scott as he's weaving himself into center. Tried to dump it down low, but Gaudette blocks that. Delayed offside as Glace Bay check up. Dawson Scott takes a run at Barry. He's able to get away from him. Gaudette bumped down by Crooks. Here's McVarish in the slot. McVarish shoots off the blocker of McLeod. Turned to the corner. That's picked away by Gaudette. He tries to fire a backhander off the stick of the Miner player. In first to chop at that. All the way it comes around is Skylar Peterson. McVarish steps up. Now it's up to Smeltzer. One man back here for the Sharks. Smeltzer. Barry dives. Sharks do clear that. Sharks at the end of a long shift needed a whistle here in the third period.
Shot's starting to even the note now, Scott. 24-17. There's a huge advantage for Glace Bay earlier in this game. The Sharks are closing it.
Jackson will win it for the Waterford Sharks. Out comes Perry. Has Gillis way up. Perry send the puck down behind McLeod. Perry still with it. Leaves it for Gillis. Centering puck out to... Oh, it's out to Jackson. On a nice play from the defenseman to Gillis to Jackson to the Glace Bay netminder.
Little give and go there, action, Scott. That would have put Sharks up by 2, and that would have really given them a hand in this game if they were able to score.
Puck is dropped. That's Borden all over that. Hiscott can't reach it. Now Jackson tries to center it. Poked away with the blocker now. Mix up in the corner. Both players fall. Number 18, Perry. Over to McNeil now. Off the skate of Xavier Power, but Glace Bay's Perry is working against New Waterford's Perry. Perry has nowhere to go except to the outside. High backhander over to Fowler. Fowler will put one on net. That just drops and goes low. There's Power. He'll eliminate any threat that the Miners had going there. Now, rink wide is Gillis. Up through the middle. Stretch pass. That just goes under Gillis' stick. Linesman waves icing off. Hiscott, first one back, reverses it to McNeil. Gillis in there to forecheck. Now McNeil leaves it for Hiscott. That's by Borden. Gordon whacks at that. Now Perry's up there for Glace Bay. Just gets out of his reach. Power will shoot the puck down the length of the ice. And we'll go back to the left of Barron for a face-off. .3:17 to go here at the tank in New Waterford. Sharks Miners actions right off the face-off. Shot on net. Here's the Miners again. They shoot. They score! McKinnon for the Miners ties this one up here at 3:11.
Initial save made by the Sharks goaltender, but rebound right in front of the net. Comes out to number 14. He makes no mistake, puts it behind him. That makes a tie game here late in the third period.
Just as I was saying earlier, Ev, puck possession is critical, and the equalizer does come off the face-off. Glace Bay's efforts pay off. 3 minutes to go now. Dump back down into the Shark territory. Duncan McKinnon there first. Crook steps up, takes that one at the back on the backhand, but dangerous Godet. Chips it up to Barry, back to Godet. Knocks it down, hard on the puck. Barry all alone in front. Godet's fans on the puck. Centering puck there, nobody there. Back to Hogan. It's off of McKinnon's shin pads. No, it's McKinnon. Has McKinnon with him. Oh, just shoots wide.
Play looked offside to me, Scott. Linesman let it go.
And we're going the other way here. Handing back up to his teammate McKinnon. 3 white shirts. Duncan McKinnon wide. Number 10 now. It's 14 down low. Sharks in. Oh, that's just off the glove of the goaltender. Glace Bay coming close here in the last minute or two. Over to Godet. Takes his man wide, but good stick there by number 11. He comes up the ice. That looks like it's Crooks. Crooks in now. As McVarish, the captain, steps up and pokes Brooks. In comes Barry to hit his man. Barry will turn back and go the other way behind Michael Barron. Glace Bay's forecheck too much for New Waterford. Now Crooks fires one on net. That doesn't get through. Scott looks at the clock. Knows he has a minute and 30 left to go. Glace Bay with some sustained pressure now. McNeil, Barry bump in the corner. Barron will get that puck out now one-on-one. Godet has to step here. Godet in, but no, Crooks makes a stellar play with the stick. And then gets crunched. Godet didn't quit out. Here comes Godet out front. Oh, sprawling save by McLeod, who stuffs Godet at 55 seconds left.
Looked like it was lights out for New Waterford there for a minute, Scott. As Glace Bay was pressuring them in their zone. Sharks able to somehow get it out and get out with a chance there to almost put the nail on the coffin if he was able to score, but Sharks need to step it up if they're going to survive this game.
Both teams looking for a win here. There's 55 seconds to do so. To the right of McLeod. Now it's McNeil. Will turn. Will rip it off the boards. Perry, number 10, the Sharks. He's the forgiveness of center and puck there. Now McVarish at the point. He'll rifle it in, and he scores! McVarish! 37.4.
Number 7 fans are. There comes McVarish at the point. He's able to wrist it in. Stick side on the goaltender. Puts New Waterford up by 1 with less than 38 seconds left here in the third.
Late effort here by the Sharks. Get the shark tank bubbling. Play at the line. Glace Bay desperate right now. That's chopped down by Gillis. Gillis into the minor territory. Gillis hit hard into the boards. Falls down. Jackson in there now. Jackson knocks down his man. And there'll be a whistle here with 16 seconds left.
Bodies flying there, Scott. Looks like maybe Glace Bay hit Jackson initially. He didn't like it, and there was no call. He responded, and looks like he might be getting into the box.
Looks like Jackson going to the dressing room now for the Sharks. The referees will sort this one out.
Only 16 seconds left, but that would be a face-off in the Waterford zone if looks like if there was penalties there, it was coincidental because
Miners bench looking to have the face-off outside of their zone in hopes to pull their goalie, obviously.
Sharks need to win this face-off and get the puck deep. Prevent that goalie from coming out, that six man coming on. Keep the puck down in the other end. They don't have to put it on net, just control it.
Sharks with 4 on the ice, or 5 rather. But Cadet does win it. Glace Bay, one last chance. It's Perry stepping up. Safe play on the wall to get it down low to Gillis. Gillis will eat that puck. And it looks like the Sharks will be victorious in this one. They will hang on as they congratulate their goaltender, Barron, who was very solid today in the winning performance for his team.
Nice win by the Sharks here tonight, Scott. They weren't polished the whole game, but the chances they had, they were able to take advantage of them and didn't give up. And see it in the game, got some great goaltending. Goaltender today.
That was a great hockey game today, Ev. Back and forth action. We had everything again, a couple big hits, a couple big saves, nice goals. And a nice crowd on hand.
That'll do it for us. We got to pack up and get over to number 2.
We would like to thank everybody for tuning in here on the live stream. Thank you for watching CBSN.